Hey everyone. Mark.
Hello.
Adam.
Yes.
Ben.
Hola.
Paul.
Yes.
No, that's not me. Welcome to the Threatcast. I think this is episode 14? No, 13.
14.
It's one of the teens. It's legal. Wait,
what?
So we have a couple topics to talk about today. We're touching on some news stuff, not so much like picking on a specific topic. We have a couple ideas for future topics, but today will be a news roundup discussion kind of thing. So if that's what you like, stick around. If not, you know what? Just give it a try again. Just give it a try again. So this week is Blackhat and DEF CON. Adam, Mark, Ben, have any of you ever been?
I've DEF CON before, but never black-hatted.
I black-hatted last year.
But never DEF CON?
Never DEF CON'd.
Ben?
I'm a virgin in both.
That's probably for the best. So Blackhat
So are most of the people there.
Oh, because they wear fedoras?
Blackhat and DEF CON are cybersecurity conferences in Vegas each year. Blackhat, think of more like the business, I wouldn't say uptight, but like more
formal.
a more formal conference where a lot of people talk about their own little topics and businesses try to sell you on their devices, whereas DEF CON is more of a casual My Little Pony fest. A lot of good stuff at both, though. This year, I took a quick look at the topics. I'm not there this year, but for like some of the topics are like drone attacks, using drone attacks in cyber warfare. Does dropping USB drives in parking lots actually work? Passing worms through smart light networks. So I don't know if you guys have heard of using like light as a Wi-Fi source, right? You guys hear about that?
No.
Like
Well,
more
yeah,
than just fiber?
Yeah, no, it's actually using light. So using the actual medium of light to spread wireless internet. It's not very great, but it's a start.
Yeah, enjoy your cancer.
Oh.
What kind of cancer would that be?
2.4 gigahertz cancer. Unless you're on band A, in which case it's 5.0.
It's a very...
Blackhat is this year, like every year, and it's this week, like every week each year, I think. So what's special this year is Hillary Clinton. She didn't go to Blackhat. Why would she go to Blackhat? It's a bunch of nerds. So she sent a fundraising committee to kind of, well, I don't really know exactly what they wanted to accomplish, but apparently they gained $20,000 on Wednesday alone. So
So I have a theory on this.
No. What's your theory?
My theory is she went to a forum and saw that all of Bernie's kids were part of the Occupy movement. Occupy is hacker. And so she's like, oh, I'll go get the Bernie kids at Blackhat. It's a very scientific theory.
But like, all right. Hillary Clinton kind of like goes with whatever's popular, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
So privacy, she's good for, just beefing up cyber security. She's good for as long as it's hot. Otherwise, she ignores it.
Well, so I did hear that she went to one of the panels on securing an email server.
In Vegas.
Oh.
She must not have been paying attention like everybody else.
She just should have gone last year, right?
Yeah.
That took me way too long to figure out.
Treat yourself.
So, like, you have Clinton asking for a fundraising campaign. Then you have, on the other side, you have Trump, who, he wants to close down parts of the internet in response to the Islamic State's success with propaganda on Twitter. So you just got to close the Islamic part of Twitter, right? That's all you have to do.
He's going to build a firewall and keep the dark web out.
Sounds racist.
Build that wall.
It is. It's Donald Trump.
It's very racist, yes.
So on the heels of the Democratic National Committee hack and rumors of Russian intelligence working with political camps and such, this is probably not a terrible idea, and they got more money. I don't think they need more money. But what are your guys' thoughts about doing a fundraiser at like an already expensive conference? And it doesn't seem like super relevant, especially when they're not out there cheering on more security.
So realistically, right, it is something for her to say that she is in touch with a growing threat to America, which is cybercrime. She's also going to get most of the people who go to Blackhat, since it's like $3,000 to attend, are middle to high end people at any given company, and most companies represent. So you're talking to people who have funding, who have a vested interest in cybersecurity. And she can say, like, if something else cyber happens against her, right, then she could say, oh, well, I was interested in this topic 6 months ago and should have gone to more panels. Like, there's no downside, right? Her alternative is to go to, like, somewhere in Ohio and eat pie with people so they feel normal.
Exactly, right? You have a beer with her.
That'd be terrible. She'd pull her face mask and you'd see the lizard.
Oh.
What kind of beer do you think she drinks?
Coors Light.
Ooh.
Champagne.
Is she a High Life girl?
It's probably Four Loko.
Most definitely.
New or old?
She's old. Come on.
It's gotta
old.
be the
She's
old.
got a case of the old.
In her purse.
Yeah.
Just like hot sauce.
Mama needs her juice.
So the Obama administration, I think like a month ago, put out a brief, maybe 3 pages cybersecurity addendum saying, hey, we got to work together for cybersecurity, guys. It doesn't really have like any action plans. So I'm curious, like, it's obvious that they're still not putting this forward as a big topic. Like, where is this going? Like, what is it going to take for them to actually put this forward?
Well, isn't it a really difficult topic to even
It is
like begin to think about? I mean, there's so many political ramifications. Like, I remember in the article about like encrypting messagings. Like, yes, we want encrypted messaging for, the people in countries where they're fighting against, dictatorships, which could soon very much be our country. But at the same time, they don't want to...
Trump.
Yeah, Trump. Shout out to Rob. R.I.P. But, at the same time, they don't... they're walking this political kind of high wire of like, yeah, we want encrypted messaging, but we don't want encrypted messaging for the Islamic State. So
yeah, only the good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which is not how things work.
And don't do it over PlayStation Network.
Yeah.
Here's what I think.
I
think that she's maybe there and she's seen the advancements in some security, things, and she wants to buy out probably, any backdoors or any way that she can stay relevant and, still have a piece like behind the scenes of everything.
So
wait,
you think
what?
You think this is, are you saying this is just like FaceTime? Like, hey, by the way, I exist and I think
it's saying, yeah, I care about it and all that, but she wants to get a stake in everything that she's seen to kind of say, be secure for everybody else, but in the end, we want policing over all of this.
Is she a lizard person?
Yeah.
Sounds like a conspiracy.
Yeah. I'm just going to buy all the tech firms because they might attack me later. Get Cyberdyne. It's the answer.
Let's break away from this. DEF CON.
Yep.
DEF CON. I mentioned Blackhat and DEF CON, right? DEF CON is the...
DEF CON starts tomorrow.
What is tomorrow, man? Someone could be listening to this a month
tomorrow,
ago.
August 5th, 2016.
There you go. So I looked at the DEF CON topics. Something I thought interesting was like a talk on forensic artifacts from Pash the Hash attack.
Yep.
Sounds neat, right? And the Bieber project.
Sure, why not?
The what?
It's called the Bieber Project. Ad Tech 101. Fake fans and adventures in buying internet traffic. So, like, I guess buying bots to raise, like, your YouTube channel or something, right? Anyway.
Is this a risk?
It's a risk if you go. to that talk.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to the next topic. So, Ars Technica has an article out. It's essentially saying that the HTTPS cryptographic schema used online on most secure websites, so most websites, is now vulnerable to like stolen security numbers, social security numbers, email addresses, whatever. So HTTPS, if you don't know what HTTP is compared to HTTPS, just think of it like the S in HTTPS stands for super safe.
Or secure, which is what it actually stands
So
for.
it should be
I
SS?
know what it stands for. No, I want it to be super safe because, like, if you don't know what HTTPS stands for, you're like, what does secure mean? But it means super safe, Adam. So what it does is essentially just encrypts your data. It compresses and encrypts your data when it's going to where it needs to go. So if someone tries to reroute it, they can't read it. They can't have at it. It goes to where it should go. It's a secret handshake. I don't have any because I don't have any friends. So
Still susceptible to cross-site, just clear.
It is. All right, it is. But here's how this new vulnerability works. So let's say you go onto your favorite MLP fan site, My Little Pony fan site, and you encounter an ad that's been hijacked. And this ad has a JavaScript file in it. And this JavaScript file is malicious. So what the script does is it attempts to figure out what the size of the encrypted data is that's being transmitted. So when you're transmitting data from an HTTPS connection, it's going to be a fixed size each time. The secure packet's going to be fixed size. So once the attacker or once the script knows the size of the encrypted response, they use two pre-existing exploits. I'm not going to go into that, and then use pattern recognition. So think of it like this. The traffic is captured, it's decrypted, it's still compressed, so you can't read it. And then they use patterns to say, what could this be? So let's look for @gmail.com in here. If there's a bunch of those in this web traffic, it'll probably be able to decipher, hey, this looks like an @gmail.com, and then try to flip it and find some actual actual email addresses or social security numbers, right? So it just tries to find these common data types. So HTTPS, guys, it's ruined. What are your thoughts on this vulnerability? So you go on, probably every website you go on has HTTPS, right? Is this really a problem?
I mean, it could be, right? But I'm still going to choose HTTPS over HTTP. There's no reason to just, take all the protections off.
But what's the next step?
Well, I mean, so I want to be clear if this is HTML 5.0 is having issues with it, or if it's older versions of it.
I don't think it matters.
Oh, well, that's sad then. So
I think
ways you can avoid this, right? As soon as this is found that it's substantial enough that we want to play around it, then you just replay a bunch of random packets so it confuses it. Or you just keep Netflix on in the background and have constant streaming so it mixes in your data.
Yeah, just using all that bandwidth up.
Yeah, use all the bandwidths.
But
unless you're on a metered connection, in which case, move to a city.
A city?
Yeah.
But
man, who's metered in everywhere? Ben, what were you gonna say?
But isn't the whole thing about this exploit is that it has to be hidden in basically a web advertisement or directly on a web page? So, I mean, I guess it's not like someone is continuously monitoring your traffic to use this exploit. They have to get it onto the website, and you have to access that JavaScript file through the website.
Well, if they infect the host or the site that's hosting the ad,
sure,
then they can put it in the ad, and as long as your browser has an interactive connection with the website, then they can monitor, right?
Yeah, so pretty much just get ad blocker.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Can't you just get ad blocker and be fine?
Yeah, but a lot of sites are please give us advertising money.
Yeah, you can't come on here.
Like Forbes.
Yeah, Forbes is the worst at it.
Literally, I'm boycotting them. I don't go on there, but I'm boycotting
Well,
them.
didn't they have an exploit on their website?
They always do.
Yeah, everyone does.
Okay.
Let's take it Google.com and your IOCs.
Yeah, all those ads on Google, right? You guys got the toolbars on Google, right? All the monkeys and stuff.
I don't know how else to search if I'm not going to use my Yahoo bar.
Whoa, that's pretty up to date. I'm still on the Netscape bar.
You got that Ask Jeeves going?
Dogpile,
Alta
man.
Vista.
What's it?
Dogpile, nice.
Babblefish?
Yeah, and links to your Angel Fire site.
Oh, GeoCities, yep.
Internet.
So
How does it work?
is this released out in the wild yet? POC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't like analyzed the script or anything, but like it seems like it's pretty new. Like probably today and yesterday, and I don't know. I think it would be pretty neat to look at, but it doesn't seem like very advanced. It just seems like a good concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it seems like a good play.
Yeah.
Just write your congressman and
Yeah,
tell them to ask Hillary to request that Microsoft put it in Patch Tuesday, and we'll be fine.
Well, what's great about this is they're demonstrating the heist at Blackhat.
Yeah. So maybe that's actually where this originates from, right? So
Yeah, that's why I was
probably the
asking if
topic
there was a POC yet. Or if it was more like they're going to show it off at Blackhat and
That's probably what it was. They probably showed it off yesterday, which was the first day of conferences, and then this pops up. So each year at Blackhat, they usually someone or a couple people usually release some weird vulnerability or something that's already been like cleared on the back end. Not in this case because no one really owns HTTPS, but like say if someone like shows off an Apple exploit or something, they usually work with the organization 6 months beforehand and gives them warning. But in this case, I don't know, releases to the public right after the conference, or maybe it's been out for a while. I'm not entirely sure.
There's no way to know.
Do you think the guy presenting is just going to take all his clothes off like last year?
Wait, what?
Let's go on to the next topic. Unless you want to talk about that.
I think that was a private talk you guys had. I don't know that was available for everyone.
one of the presenters.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it on one of the other episodes.
It was after everything's closed off, just one conference room, one guy on stage, and it's just us two. I thought it was like, I mean, the title of the conference wasn't interesting, but I thought it should have been more than just Mark and I. And he stared, and the screen wasn't even on. He wasn't even talking. He was just taking off his clothes.
And you know what?
It was just
In
an
that
awkward
moment, nothing felt wrong.
an awkward leather black couch just hanging out in an empty office park with two cameras on you.
No, so at Black Hat and DEF CON, it's people that usually sometimes don't speak in front of large groups. So the first guy we went to, I can't even remember what the topic was on. It was on like Zeus bots or something. I don't know. And he was really nervous and was stuttering and stammering, and you could tell he was sweating. And every 5 minutes, he'd just start taking off an article of clothing. So first it would be his sweater vest, and he's in Vegas, so I'm glad he has a sweater vest on. And then like 5 minutes later, he would take off his long sleeves, like long sleeve shirt, and then he was just down to like his wife beater.
And I'm pretty sure he was just drinking hot tea the whole time too.
Yeah, he's drinking. I don't know, it was weird. We stayed for the whole thing though, and it got pretty hot.
Let's see where this goes.
So Facebook. Let's talk about Facebook.
Let's.
This isn't really like a thread or anything, but Facebook has a new anti-clickbait algorithm.
Formula.
So like,
Don't hurt yourself. It's a formula.
All right, I get it. It is so Facebook manually classifies tens of thousands of headlines with a clickbaitiness score, as they call it. So let's just say, so what Mark does a lot is he sends news articles from Facebook, and it's like, hey, check out like Harry Potter nude pics or something that Facebook comes up with because it's popular in his area. So like in my area, it's like, hey, guess what? This farmer did something because it knows where I live, and it apparently knows what I want to look at.
What animal was involved?
So what Facebook is doing is they're trying to clean it up because apparently people were reporting a lot of articles as being a bug. You know, not even like it's clickbait. It's just, I think this is a bug. So they're reporting a lot, and they're trying to fix that by using just pattern detection, kind of like with the HTTPS stuff, to find those typical BuzzFeed-ish language. So when she looked under her couch and saw this, I was shocked. Or he put his shoes on and you'll never guess what happened next, right? So, and rather than just like assigning yes, this is clickbait or not clickbait, it gives like a score. So, if a website posts one of those clickbait articles, but like 10 legitimate articles, they don't get hidden, but, and they can correct themselves over time if they start to get, if Facebook's like, hey, stop doing this, they can change it up and then they'll get put back in the actual news timeline.
So a couple questions.
Yeah.
Where are we as a society that we're going to Facebook for our news?
Yeah, that's the first problem. We need to stop using Yeah, not for articles.
Well, I use it ironically.
Just for the snippets of, Orlando Bloom.
I mean, there still are a lot of people out there that use it for news.
Yeah, no. I assume tons and tons. That's probably a big spot to use it for, because again, it's aggregating local news and national popular news. So you click on one of those, and there's some of the top articles with thousands and thousands of comments on it, right? And that's just within like the last hour or two. So people use it, people follow it, but people also go on like foxnews.com and comment on there. So I'm not saying like lowest common denominator, right? But they have a formula to find out what you like, and they're just trying to fix it up so it's not so misleading.
Yeah, but why don't we just accept the fact that half of the country wants Drudge Report and half the country wants MSNBC? And then it's just we figured out that people like to be insular anyways, so here's the website that we think that's most apt to your friends. And then, there's one of 10 websites that you choose from.
I think it's just they just get a lot of reports.
Yeah.
From people.
I don't.
So it's not like.
Yeah, I don't.
They're not trying to be a good organization. They're just trying to reduce their angry comms.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one thing that I think is important, and I think I heard you mention this, Adam, is because they manually classify things, this is a formula and not an algorithm. And I disagree with that. Mainly because in terms for a lot of these new algorithms that a lot of people are beginning to come out with, there has to be some sort of test data set. And unfortunately, a lot of times it is just manual classification. A lot of Google's image processing and image recognition was, manual process of going through and saying, this is a dog or this is a tree. And that is how the algorithm then began to start recognizing things.
Yeah, they're also doing that really interestingly with the I'm Not a Robot CAPTCHAs. They're sending you show 3 things that are a storefront.
I hate that.
Or write the numbers in this thing, and if they're somewhat similar to what the image recognition is, they'll actually save it and tag it, which is kind of cool.
But I hate it so much.
Well, okay.
Yeah, those are annoying.
It says pick a storefront and shows me a field, and it's a storefront.
So don't click that one.
But that's what it wants, man. That's what it wants.
You don't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes,
God damn it,
you just might find.
Stop. God damn it. So has clickbait worked on you guys? No, I know
it's worked on me.
What? So every time I see these 3 things are going to kill your kids, I click it every time, just in case.
Just in case what? You have kids?
Just in case I have kids and then need to kill them.
Oh.
No, just let's just say, Adam, let's just say you open up Internet Explorer, okay?
Yes.
Why would you be using Internet Explorer?
Because SharePoint runs better in Internet Explorer.
Yeah.
Let's just say you open that up, and you even changed the webpage for that, right? I assume it's still msn.com or whatever.
But of course.
All right, so that's Clickbait City on the front page. You're telling me you've never opened it up and we're like, oh man, I wonder what Katy Perry's up to.
Well, if it's Katy Perry, certainly.
But not if it's T Swift, right? Yeah,
no. T Swift, you can't click on that. It's just going to be skin and bones. No one wants to see that. Now, so like, there's entire websites devoted to clickbait. Why don't people just go to those?
It's not
like
so
just
much,
go to BuzzFeed.
they
Enjoy
don't-
yourself.
People don't go to clickbait websites. They go to websites that have clickbait on them.
That's all BuzzFeed is clickbait.
This is not BuzzFeed relevant. You go on any website, and that's how you attract people.
Yeah, but in the case of this Facebook stuff, I mean, you're going to Facebook newsfeed, but you're clicking on the clickbait to go to that article. You're not going to the site and then looking for the article.
Right.
Yeah, well, isn't that, I mean, that's what Facebook's trying to eliminate.
Yeah, but
So why put the articles on there, period?
They aren't putting the articles on there, period. It's my understanding is it's like the website, the clickbait websites that are posting it onto like Facebook through
And people are subscribing to these sites?
yeah.
No. So
They're liking the
site-
pages, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like news articles.
I have a fundamental misunderstanding of Facebook.
You just,
That's because you don't use it.
Here, let me
That's fair.
list off the top 5 things.
Oh.
I would click that.
So let's just say Facebook gets all this clickbait out of the way, and it's just left with boring non-pics of Orlando Bloom. It's just like, hey, here's the current election statistics, right? What's the next trend? How do they exploit you next?
They just keep sending you pictures of people who just had kids and how it's the most beautiful kid in the world, but it still looks like an alien.
Yeah, that's not going to work on you.
Congratulations, you procreated,
Well,
just
now
like
you just-
everyone else.
Now you're just angry.
I mean,
Now you're just angry. Let's calm you down a little bit.
yeah. Give me some coolness.
I'll give you 3 top tips
Sure.
to cool you down.
Ice. What's the other 2? You gotta help me, brothers. Wow, you guys suck.
Air conditioning.
We got 2.
Just stop talking. That'll help. Just stop.
Ben, give Paul the last tip.
Yeah.
The third one, it's babies.
Yeah.
Because you gotta go ice baby. Ice
Say-
baby.
God damn it.
I did not see that coming.
Let's close this podcast out. Because it's just at the bottom right now. We had another article, Banner Health. They have alerted 3.7 million people are potential victims of a hack. But no one cares because every health organization gets hacked these days. So we're going to close up the podcast now.
Smooth. Super smooth.
Hey, you guys have any last clickbaity things to say? Or anything about Blackhat or Facebooks or healths or any of those things?
I just opened Facebook and I have an ad that says she had no idea why the crowd was cheering.
Oh, that's a great idea, Ben. I'm opening it right now. Let's see. Oh, these are really boring. What does that say about me?
I got a pie chart that says what I do when I can't hear someone, and the biggest one is laugh and hope it wasn't a question.
Ha 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 ha.
Orlando Bloom appears in naked photos.
Oh, Facebook, you know me so well.
And I know you, Adam. I know you don't want to talk anymore.
Oh, I got a good one. Government ruling. Wearing Don't Tread on Me Gadsden flag can be racist and, quote, racial harassment.
And this was We'll Read You Facebook, brought to you by ThreatCast.
So we're done here. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
Thanks, Adam.
I'm swimmingly.
Oh, I was just going to say that.
Thanks, Mark. You're on the spot. Go.
Yeah,
Go.
thank you.
Go.
It was okay.
It was adequate.
And this is Paul. Thanks for listening to ThreatCast. I love you.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
You're
Thanks,
swell.
Paul.